spent all my money on whiskey pills. If the whiskey don't kill me, my lonely heart will. Been chasing the ghost of the love I can't fill. Got a head full of hurt and a soul I can't heal.
Welcome to AI Sports Predictor, college basketball, where young bloods play like they got nothing to lose. And old men in suits pretend they got everything under control. Tonight, we're at the Watsco Center, where Duke rolls in like kings, and Miami, well, they're still trying to figure out what hit them this season. But underdogs don't know they're supposed to roll over. They bite back, and Miami, they've got something to prove. Duke walks in at 24-3, sitting pretty in the rankings, playing like destinies on speed dial. Last game, a beatdown on Illinois, 110-67. That wasn't basketball, that was a crime scene. Illinois bricked 24 threes, shot 37.7%. And got out-muscled on the boards. Duke, 55.6% shooting, 28 assists, textbook domination. And Isaiah Evans, kid played 18 minutes, dropped 17 points, and barely broke a sweat. Duke averages 82 points, shoots 38.3% from deep, and ranks 7th in opponent PPG. Miami's about to walk into a buzzsaw. Now, the Hurricanes, sitting at 6-21, they're drowning. Last game, lost to Virginia Tech, 81-68. Let them shoot over 52% from the field and 41.4% from deep. Can't win letting teams shoot that well. But credit A.J. Staten McRae, 21 points, 54.5% shooting, 3 boards. The problem, Miami's defense is softer than butter left out in the sun. 347th in points allowed, nearly 50% opponent shooting. That's not defense, that's an invitation to get run out of your own building. Now, the numbers. The spread's Duke minus 22.5, a heavyweight against a guy who skipped leg day for years. Miami allows nearly 80 ppg. Duke gives up just 61. And today's AI pick is Miami plus 22.5. Why? Because Miami might just be stubborn enough to keep it close. Maybe they start hot, maybe not. But they've got enough grit to hang around when Duke takes their foot off the gas. Expect Duke to dominate, expect Miami to take their punches, and expect a backdoor cover in the final minutes. That's the breakdown. You wanted facts, you got M. Numbers don't lie, but they sure as hell tell a damn good story. See you next time, same place, same AI, same unapologetic truth.
Welcome back to AI Sports Predictor, where the numbers do the talking and the truth doesn't sugarcoat itself. Tonight, we're heading to the Fiserv Forum, where the Marquette Golden Eagles host the Providence Friars. One team's built for the tournament, the other is just trying to survive the season. Let's get into it. Marquette sits at 27, a squad that knows how to win, but just took a gut punch from Villanova, losing 81-66. They let Villanova shoot 57.7% from deep. Got outworked on the boards and couldn't get stops when it mattered. They still averaged 7 to 6.9 points per game, dish out nearly 14 assists per contest, and hit 7 to 3.3% from the line, numbers that scream efficiency. But here's the problem: they're 220th honest in field goal percentage and allow teams to shoot 4 to 4.1%. That's not exactly championship caliber defense. And then there's Providence. 12-15 on the season. Fresh off a 9-3, 7-2 loss to Georgetown that looked more like a track meet than a basketball game. They let Georgetown shoot 50.8% from the field and got torched from 3. But don't let that fool you. This team isn't afraid to get scrappy. They pull down 37.4 rebounds per game, force 9.1 turnovers a night, and fight on the defensive glass. They've got flaws, sure, but they can hang. Bensley Joseph was Providence's lone bright spot against Georgetown, dropping 25 points in 40 minutes. Kid played his heart out, shot nearly 4 to 7%, and still walked away with nothing to show for it. But that kind of effort doesn't go unnoticed. If he stays hot, Providence keeps this thing close. Now, let's talk numbers. Marquette is an 11.5-point favorite, and yeah, they're the better team. But they've also been sloppy. They turn the ball over 9 times per game, and Providence thrives on making teams uncomfortable. They rank 49th in opponent assists allowed, meaning they can disrupt Marquette's offensive rhythm. And today's AI pick is Providence 11.5. Why? Because this is a trap game. Marquette is the better team, but they're coming off a loss, and Providence has nothing to lose. They'll grind, they'll frustrate, and they'll do just enough to cover. Expect Marquette to win, but not by 12. That's the breakdown. You wanted facts. You got it. Numbers don't lie, but they sure tell a damn good story. See you next time, same place, same AI, same unapologetic truth.
Welcome back to a Sports Predictor, where the numbers don't lie, and we keep it sharp. Tonight, we're heading to Stegeman Coliseum, where the Georgia Bulldogs host the Florida Gators in an SEC showdown. Two teams, one mission: control the tempo and walk away with the win. Let's break it down. Florida enters at 24-3, fresh off a 7-9, 6-5 win over LSU. They controlled the boards, out-rebounded LSU 4-5, 29, and played disciplined basketball with only 12 turnovers. They average 83.6 points per game, shooting 46.9% from the field, and hit 35.1% from deep. On defense, they hold teams to 6.3 points per game, limiting opponents to 28.4% from three, a serious problem for a Georgia squad that just shot 31.8% from deep in their last game. Georgia, at 16-11, is coming off an 82-70 loss to Auburn. They got bullied on the boards, allowing 37 rebounds, and struggled offensively, shooting just 38.6% from the field. Samuel stepped up with 20 points on 50% shooting, but it wasn't enough. They averaged 7 to 4.8 points per game. But against a Florida defense that thrives on contesting shots, that number is in jeopardy. Here's the key: tempo. Florida likes to push the pace, but Georgia doesn't have the firepower to keep up. The Bulldogs allow just 68.7 points per game, and they force 12.6 turnovers per contest. This game is shaping up to be a grinded-out defensive battle, with Florida dictating play but not lighting up the scoreboard. And today's AI pick is under 104.9.5. Why? Because Georgia's best chance to cover is to slow this game to a crawl. Florida will get their shots, but they'll be contested. Expect long possessions, solid defense, and a game that lands under the total. That's the breakdown. You wanted facts. You got 'em. Numbers don't lie, but they sure tell a damn good story. See you next time, same place, same AI, same unapologetic truth.
Tonight, we're heading to Coleman Coliseum for an SEC battle between the Alabama Crimson Tide and the Mississippi State Bulldogs. Two teams, two different stylists own goal victory. Let's break it down. Alabama enters at 22-5, fresh off a 96-83 win over Kentucky. They dominated defensively, shooting 52.5% from the field and hitting 35.5% from three. Mark Sears was the story, dropping 30 points on 47.1% shooting, proving why he's the go-to guy. Alabama averages a blistering 90.8 points per game, ranking near the top of the nation. They shoot 48.4% from the field and control the glass with 43.8 rebounds per game. But here's the catch: they also give up 80.4 points per game, ranking 350th in defense. If they're not lighting up the scoreboard, they're in trouble. Mississippi State, at 19-8, is coming off a 93-87 loss to Oklahoma. They shot 39.7% from the field but grabbed 41 rebounds, including 19 offensive boards. Josh Hubbard put up 19 points and 5 assists, showing his ability to impact the game. The Bulldogs score 79.3 points per game and crash the boards hard, averaging 38.4 rebounds per contest. Defensively, they hold teams to 71.9 points per game while forcing 13.6 turnovers per contest. Not elite, but solid. Here's the key: tempo. Alabama wants to run, but Mississippi State wants to grind. The Bulldogs will crash the glass, limit possessions, and slow this game down to keep it within reach. And today's AI pick is Mississippi State 8.5. Why? Because Alabama's defense is a liability. They can score, sure, but they also allow teams to shoot 42% from the field and struggle to control pace. Mississippi State can exploit this with their rebounding and defense, making this a closer game than the spread suggests. That's the breakdown. You wanted facts. You got 'em. Numbers don't lie, but they sure tell a damn good story. See you next time, same place, same AI, same unapologetic truth.
Tonight, we're at Mizzou Arena, where the Missouri Tigers host the South Carolina Gamecocks. One team's looking to keep rolling. The other? Just trying to salvage some pride. Let's get into it. Missouri, sitting at 27, just dropped a 92-85 loss to Arkansas. They shot 44.1% from the field, hit 33.3% from three, and struggled defensively, allowing Arkansas to shoot 54.7%. Mark Mitchell led the Tigers with 17 points, 7 rebounds, and 3 assists, but turnovers were an issue, 18 on the night. Missouri averages 83.7 points per game, shoots 48.3% from the field, and is aggressive on defense, forcing 14.5 turnovers per game. But they allow 70.9 points per game, making them vulnerable in shootouts. South Carolina, at 11-16, shocked Texas with an 84-69 win last game. They hit 43.1% from the field, drained 34 of 45 free throws, and controlled the pace. Colin Murray-Boyles was the standout, posting 22 points on 56.3% shooting and 10 rebounds. The Gamecocks struggle offensively, averaging 70.1 points per game. But they grind defensively, holding opponents to 70.8 points per contest and forcing 10.7 turnovers per game. Here's the key: Missouri plays fast, but South Carolina knows how to make it ugly. The Gamecocks will slow the tempo, force tough shots, and turn this into a battle in the trenches. And today's AI pick is South Carolina plus 13.5. Why? Because Missouri's defense is too shaky to trust against a team willing to scrap for every possession. Expect the Tigers to win, but not cover. South Carolina keeps it respectable. Recap of AI picks. Game 1, Duke vs Miami. Miami plus 122.5. Game 2, Providence vs Marquette. Providence, plus 111.5. Game 3, Florida vs Georgia, under 149.5. Game 4, Mississippi State vs Alabama. Mississippi State plus 8.5. Game 5, South Carolina vs Missouri. South Carolina plus 113.5. That's a wrap, folks. If you love the breakdowns, hit that like button, subscribe, and stay locked in for more AI-driven picks. Numbers don't lie, but they sure tell a damn good story. See you next time, same place, same AI, same unapologetic truth.
I spent all my money on whiskey and pills. If the whiskey don't kill me, my lonely heart will. Been chasing the ghost of the love I can't fill.